What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel Messianic Me TV. And today I want to talk to you guys about a topic that has really been pressing in my heart, and that is love your enemies. That and a couple of extra other things regarding love and what that means as a Messianic Jewish believer. But before we go ahead and dig into the video, if you guys are not yet part of the family, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As in this channel, we talk all things Torah, Halakha, Jewish thought, and more. If you end up enjoying this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up because it really does help the video and the channel. And if you feel that the video is share worthy, make sure you share it with your friends and family. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, as we dig into this video, I want to start right away with a scripture that is really the heart of why this has been on my mind. We find this in the book of Yochanan chapter 13 verses 34 to 35, and it says this: I am giving you a new command, that you keep on loving each other. In the same way that I loved you, you are also to keep on loving each other. Everyone will know that you are my Talmidim by the fact that you have love for each other. The reason why I think this has been in my heart so much is because of something that I have noticed lately on my channel that I knew would happen as I start to grow. And that is the fact that no matter how diplomatic you are, no matter how nice and respectful you try to be to everyone, there are always gonna be a certain few that are always triggered by something you say. The way that you can see or spot these type of people are by the way that they respond to something that you may say or do, or simply because they think they may know you and know your stance and immediately attack you without basis. And this happens to me all the time, where people say that what I'm teaching is false, that these are screwed up doctrines, that I don't know what I'm talking about, and then they start listing things that they think I believe. When I read them, I'm like, I don't even believe any of these things. But of course, these are people that are always on the offensive. They're always looking to criticize. And why I wanted to bring this up is because in this walk, we are promised that this would happen. Yeshua says that we will be persecuted in the same way that he was also persecuted. And this can be in many levels. It could be by someone leaving a mean comment, or it could be as drastic as someone getting killed over disagreements. And unfortunately, this is a reality that we do see around the world. Thankfully, it's not that widespread, but unfortunately, it does exist. With that in mind, I want to talk about love because as believers in Yeshua and believers in what we see in the Brit Hadashah and in the Torah, we should know the importance of loving one another. And I'm not talking about in the way that people say to love each other, because you can love a friend, you could love a family member, or you could even pretend to love everyone else. But when things get tough, sometimes that love does not shine the way it should. And that is the reason why I really love this scripture, because Yeshua says it this way: in the same way that I have loved you, you're also to keep on loving each other. And the reason why I love this so much is because Yeshua puts the emphasis in the fact that we are to love the way that he loved us. That means that we do not define love. That means that we are not the ones who are going to judge who we love. This means that the way that he loved, selflessly, completely, undoubtedly, and unconditionally, that is the way that we are to love as well. In another scripture, we see Yeshua say this: nevertheless, to you who are listening, what I say is this: love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. This is a radical way of loving. It's extreme, and it goes way beyond what we're accustomed to in today's society, where everything is click-based and everything is based on your community and loving your community. Yes, that's great, but we need to go even further. As Yeshua shows us here, there are times that people are going to curse us, people are going to mistreat us, and people are going to not really be kind to us. But our response to that should not be hate, it should not be revolt or rebellion. The proper response is to love them, pray for them, and bless them. Because at the end of the day, that is our greatest weapon. Not guns, not violence, not mean words, love. So then I take this opportunity in this video to respond to anyone who has ever said anything mean towards me, who has tried to discredit me with lies or with made up theories about me or thinking that they know what I believe, I forgive you, I love you, and I am praying for you. Because even if we disagree, my goal is not to change your mind. My goal here in this channel is try to provide knowledge to a topic which I know to be true. And if you disagree and feel strongly about it, you could either reach out to me in a civil manner, or you could even make your own channel, make your own videos. But to show hate or to act aggressively doesn't help anyone. It won't help to convince me to believe in what you believe. It won't make anyone feel attracted to your message. And at the end of the day, all that does is more harm than any good. And now for us Jews and Messianic Jews, we've been in the new year already since Rosh Hashanah or Yom Teruah. But according to the Goyish calendar, we're also entering the new year of 2019. And of course, since we live in this society, that means that for all of us, we do need to take that into consideration when it comes to taxes and businesses and documentation and legalities. It follows the same calendar, right? So of course, many of you probably even decided to take part in this whole thing that is done yearly, which is to make the New Year's resolution. Now, whether or not this is a tradition that you keep, I think maybe this is still a good opportunity for me to offer this message to anyone listening. And that is to try to love even more. And I don't just mean friends and families and colleagues and your community. I mean going beyond that. Going to the point where even when someone disagrees with you, you could understand that that is where they are right now. And it's not you who is going to change their mind. They will come to the conclusions that they come to on their own. You can offer facts, you can answer questions, but to try to force someone to believe what you believe doesn't help anyone. Let's try to be kind. Let's use our words to lift people up and to bring unity in this planet. This is something that in the Jewish world we call tikkun olam, which essentially means the restoration of this world. Now, as Messianic believers, we believe that this thought of tikkun olam will actually come into full effect through Yeshua the Messiah. But it does not mean that we should wait and not do anything for that to happen. It means that we start living this way now. Loving harder, being kinder, blessing people. Hopefully this video has helped some of you who are perhaps facing some form of persecution. Maybe you are being attacked by people verbally, even physically, or in any other way. But I want you guys to understand that as followers of Messiah Yeshua and people that are obedient to Torah, we should learn to love and love everyone. It is not our job to hand out punishments or to react aggressively to something that someone does to us. If we really have faith in the Creator, we know that He is just and that He will deal out justice whenever needed. Alright everyone, thank you so much for your time. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Have a blessed week. Shalom.